Hello guys, welcome back to Let's Build a Desert City, Episode 5. In today's build, we are going to be tackling the arena. Now, this is a place where the citizens of our city can come to watch gladiators fight to the death or see chariot races. While watching these games, all our citizens will be distracted from their meager lives and the populace will remain under control. So diving right into the build, we outline our arena with cloth. Using the Minecraft circle diagrams to get those purple half circles. And then using World Edit, I copied and pasted our arena as it was off-centered. Now that inner ring is going to be the inner ring of the Coliseum. And this outer blue ring will be the outer. And in between those two are going to be where our stadium seating is. Coming in with sandstone. This build is symmetrical, but they're not squares, so I can't use any cheaty World Edit tricks to help speed up the build. So a lot of it was done manual, except for copying and pasting it to the other mirrored side. And sticking with our theme of the columns that we've had in pretty much all of our other builds. Then our roof comes out a bit to get the depth that we like in our builds. Using World Edit just to cheekily copy and paste and get two easy floors there. And again, repeating that sandstone sandwich theme that I've talked so much about. And I realized, oh, I did it the wrong direction and I had to paste it lower. So this whole bottom tier of our Coliseum is going to have these pillars surrounding it. The next tier will not have that though. Now here is our doorway. This is where all the gladiators or chariot riders will enter from into the arena. As you see, it's sort of a copied theme with that triangular window we used in the Republic Hall and the lighthouse. And moving on to the side, this is where our entrance to the rafters are going to be, so all the spectators can come watch. Now I made another column, and it was time to design this wall over here a bit. So I just did a loose design with some stairs, red sandstone, glowstone, and fences. And then we copy and pasted the left side over to the right. And now it's time for the stairs. Using wood stairs and sandstone on the side, designed a nice staircase which all of the patrons will come up to enter the rafters. And then this little effect on the side of it using the wood fence posts and the sandstone stairs to add a little detail. And of course incorporating your lighting into your build. On top of that, this is a Coliseum or arena, and the Coliseum in Rome had a lot of arches, so I wanted to incorporate some arches into my build. So our entrance into the spectator area will have a nice archway entrance. Now using birch stairs as our stadium seating, after laying all these down I realized quickly that this is not enough seats. So then I decided, you know what, we're going to have to add a second tier after this. And that's what I begin to do. I begin to draw the wall for our next tier of stadium seating. And then just throwing in some sandstone stairs just to break up the wood a bit. And then adding railings, of course, because you don't want your spectators falling into a tiger and getting mauled to death. And then repeating the theme we had on the outside door on the inside of the Coliseum. And always remembering to incorporate your lighting. Now just sticking with the quick sandstone stairs and red sandstone behind it to get that detail in that corner that we just saw. And then it's on to the second tier here. I knock it in one block using stairs and then elevate our walls. And it's off to copy and pasting off to the right side so I can get a better feel of how this entrance to our stadium is going to look. I don't know why I'm calling it a stadium, it's an arena. And then detailing our nice sandstone sandwich with stairs and red sandstone behind it. I didn't want a flat roof Coliseum. I wanted it to peak at the far edges. So I come with sandstone, and I do an elevated wave effect, I would call it. And then it's back onto the inside for the second tier of seating. Something I noticed off camera is our second tier did not have enough room to put seats. So I did this little detailed effect with the sandstone and the fence post. In reality, it's actually bringing out the floor a bit so we have room. And then closing off the edges, I really liked how this looked. This looks like where all the VIPs will go to get your best seats in the house. And just extending the wall in 2 blocks, because a one thick block wall is never good. It does not look realistic. And then I wanted sort of a shark fin effect on this. So the middle row was crowned with red sandstone, and the outside with fence post. And then it was time to just do some minor detailing on the inside walls, just carving in with our stairs, add some glowstone or red sandstone behind, the usual. And now time for the entrance. How are our VIPs going to get to the top rafters? I tried using stairs, but there just wasn't enough room, so these guys are going to have to work out and climb a ladder. And going for a double arch effect on the bottom here, I brought it out a block because the walls were only 3 thick, and if I carved in too much, you would see it on the other side. And then it was time for the opposite side, the side opposite of our entrance. Now, if you can't see behind the camera, there's actually water right there, so there was no room for another entrance. So I decided just to go with a window effect and then detail the wall. And then it's time for the backside, our top parts. I wanted to do another window like on that side, but it was behind the rafters, so it would just be seeing the back of the chairs, so I could not do that effect. So instead, opting for stairs and carving into the walls instead. And this corner bit was just flat surface, so carving in, revealing red sandstone with stairs is a nice effect. As we pan by our warlock chamber, you can see the Coliseum. And I love the tier effect, having the columns on the bottom, and the top part being solid. And our stadium seating looks legit. I must say, I think the inside looks a tad bit better than the outside. If you enjoyed this build, please drop a like, favorite, share, subscribe. What are you waiting for? Guess I'll see you guys in the next Let's Build. Bye then.